I want to go across to Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, who joins us on this broadcast. Mr. Vaishnaw, the Semiconductor Mission 2.0 was laid out. Details weren't spelt out in the speech itself, but since you're the one who's bringing that together, explain to everyone watching at this moment, how is the Semiconductor Mission 1.0 different from 2.0? Where does 2.0 land us, and in what timelines?
Semiconductor is a multi-year journey. In the first version of Semiconductor, our focus was to get the entire ecosystem as much as possible into our country and to start this new industry, because we didn't have this industry before. So in the second version, our focus will be on equipment which are used for manufacturing semiconductors, the materials which are used for manufacturing semiconductors, the design ecosystem, and making sure that our startups become even more stronger in the entire design ecosystem. We would like to have at least 50 deep tech startups coming up as part of the second mission, and the talent pipeline which we have started developing in the 315 universities, that is a substantial talent pipeline. We'll continue to progress that, and of course there will be focus on the fabs, ATMP units, display, which is there as a part of the first version also.
You know, one of the things that was said is that there will be a tax holiday for cloud services which power data centers. To what extent do you think this tax holiday might be instrumental in getting more companies to invest in data centers in India? To what extent can it influence investment decisions according to you?
The AI data centers are very key part of the AI stack. This is the fourth layer, which is the infra layer, and it's very important to get that infra layer well in place in India, so that the first layer, the services providers, they can provide the services using this infra to the entire world. We think that so far we have about $70 billion of committed investment and about $90 billion, which is 70 and 20, 90, which is announced and yet to come onto the ground. We believe that with today's budget announcement, the investment might even go beyond $200 billion, because basically because of two reasons. First reason is people really look at the talent pipeline which is there in our country. Second, the very stable policy regime which is there. Third, the Indian IT industry has very nicely pivoted to providing AI services. So that becomes a major strength for the data center infra providers. That married with the IT services companies becomes a very good combination. We are also seeing multiplier impacts of this. We are seeing people who want to manufacture AI servers in India, people who want to manufacture the components which go into data centers in India, and also people want to bring in coming years the AI chips also in India.
But these hyperscalers are also very energy intensive. So while we're giving these tax holidays, if you set up the data centers, at least from the speech that we heard and what we've read so far, we didn't see as much of a focus on actually building up new power capacities. You know, Elon Musk is talking about building electricity generation units in space. But is there given just how energy intensive these data centers are, is there a potential of a mismatch between our ability to produce the energy and the kind of energy that these data centers will require in the years to come, Minister Vaishnaw?
This is something that we have to work in the entire planning process. There are two factors here. First factor is the innovation which is happening. I recently met a startup which basically says that energy consumption can be reduced 35% in data centers. Second is our power generation capacity, and as you know, the nuclear power is opened up now. So much innovation is happening in the nuclear power. Recently there was one startup which is now setting up micro nuclear power projects. So nuclear power generator in a box, in a container, which can be used to provide power supply to one data center. So those kind of innovations are already happening. So the benefit of all such innovation should come to India. The data center, India should become the major AI hub, and to be AI hub, all the 5 layers we have to work in.
So the political charge that's being leveled by opposition minister Vaishnaw is that a lot of announcements are happening outside India. You know, the fact that, for example, President Trump announced that India would be purchasing oil from Venezuela. So how does the government look at this? That some of these announcements, the opposition wonders, are being made by leaders outside rather than being announced by our government, by our ministers. How do you respond to that, sir?
Absolutely not. All our policies are decided by our government. All the policies are very transparently made. And you have seen in the past how India has emerged as the most trusted country in the world, where everybody wants to be a partner with India. We have seen in electronics manufacturing, we are seeing it in semiconductor. I recently visited ASML in the Netherlands and requested them to look at India as a manufacturing hub. They have never gone outside the Netherlands, and they are very, within a short time frame, they are sending a full delegation to India to look at the opportunities here. And we have seen the kind of response which has come in every field, whether it is defense, it is textiles, it is apparels, it is electronics. Everywhere the world basically is coming to India because of the trust and the stable policy regime that we have.